guys can see by the title of today's video, I'm going to be reading you guys this book. Can you focus? Focus on the book real quick, man. Yeah, man, focus on the book. So I'm going to be reading you guys this book with my TASCAM. You can see it's a little bit of different setup today, so hope you guys enjoy, man. The book is called All the Things You Can Think by Dr. Seuss. You can think up some birds. That's what you can do. You can think about yellow or think about blue. You can think about red. You can think about pink. You can think of a horse. All the things you can think. All the things you can think up if only you try. If you try, you can think up a guff going by. And you don't have to stop. You can think about schlop, 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 beautiful schlop with a cherry on top. You can think about gloves. You can think about snuffs. You can think a long time about snuffs and their gloves. You can think about Kitty O'Sullivan Krause in her big balloon swimming pool over her house. Think of black water. Think of a white sky. Think of a boat. Think of blues blowing by. You can think about a night in a nup. The birds are asleep and the 3 moons are up. You can think about a day in the lake. The water is blue and the birds are awake. Think and wonder. Wonder and think how much water can 55 elephants drink. You can wonder how long in the tail of a song. There are so many things that a thinker can think. Would you dare yank a tooth of the rinker-rink fink? And what would you do if you met a jiboo? What would you do if you met a jiboo? A jiboo, jiboo, jiboo. All the things you can think. Think of Peter the postman who crosses the ice once every day and on Saturdays twice. Think you can think anything that you wish. Think a race on a horse on a ball with a fish. Think of light, think of bright, think of stairs in the night. Think a ship, think up a long trip, go visit nice thumbnail, right? Alright, bet. This next book, or the first book, depends on the order that I put it in. This book is called A Whale of a Tale, all about porpoises, dolphins, and whales. Bro, am I tripping or my background looks kind of scary? A Whale of a Tale. What's the story today? Funny that you should ask. We are going to take on a whale of a task. To learn about whales and their smaller relations, porpoises, dolphins, the group called cetaceans. Oh, cetaceans. So please hang on tight as we lower down toward the boat that we soon will be sailing aboard. One very large boat, the best in the nation, Captain McElligot's Cetacean Station. Like monkeys and donkeys and dogs and cats and camels, whales, porpoises, and dolphins are all kinds of mammals. Cetaceans might look like the fish in the sea, but cetaceans are closer to you and to me. They're warm-blooded just like us, but with fins and no legs. They give birth to live babies and do not lay eggs. Fish breathe through gills like that cod over there, but cetaceans blow holes like noses breathe air. Land mammals have bodies all covered with hair. Cetaceans have just a few spare hairs on theirs. Our hair keeps us warm, but their fat does the trick. Sometimes, like a mattress, it's 2 whole feet thick. Another big difference between whales and fish. Thing 1 and thing 2, can you explain if you wish? Fish flap their tails side to side when they go, but whales flip their upward and downward like so. Some cetaceans catch food with the teeth in their head. Others use something called baleen instead. Baleen grows in rolls and forms sort of a grill for straining the tiny sea critters called krill. But toothed or baleen cetaceans don't chew, they swallow food whole. That's all that they do. Some whales even swallow some things by mistake, a bucket, a boot, or a big rubber snake. These are the different type of whales, you know what I'm saying? Most cetaceans we know like to swim in a troop. A pod is the name that we give to this group. If danger is near, they will sound an alert to keep their young safe and help those who are hurt. Because it is smallish, the porpoise is shy. It swims near the shore and does not leap up high. Only Dow's porpoise swims out in the sea 30 miles an hour. That porpoise is speedy. We can all play a game, so let's make a start. Porpoise or dolphin? Can you tell them apart? Porpoises' teeth are flat, dolphins are cones. Porpoises' noses are shorter with delicate bones. Porpoise or dolphin? It's easy to spot. Dolphins' noses are long, but porpoises are not. Alright, y'all guess. Y'all try to figure out which one's the dolphin and which ones are the porpoises, alright? answers are right there, so let's see if you got them right. Of dolphins, there are about 35 types. Some dolphins have patches and others have stripes. These markings are really a very good way of hiding the dolphins as they hunt their prey. The smallest is 5 feet from his nose to his tail. The largest is the orca or the killer whale. Bottlenose leaps forward as neat as you please. The dusky leaps backward and does it with ease. The one we call Spinner, McElligott nose, spins round in the air like a top. This guy goes. Sometimes the spinner will come to a stop and peer out of the water. It's called a spy hop. It's pretty cool. The humpback is one very odd-looking mammal. Its back has a hump, like the land-living camel. This dolphin's a boto, and what would you think if I told you the boto has skin that is pink? The dolphin has a way of looking around by forming a picture that is made out of sound. It sends out a sound at a high, steady rate. The sound bouncing back makes its jawbone vibrate. Echolocation is the word that we call the underwater way that dolphins see all. Most dolphins could win Mommy of the Year. They care for their young and keep them quite near. When dolphins are born, a nurse dolphin is there to bring baby up to breathe in its first air. And when mom goes to hunt, why this thoughtful critter leaves a baby behind with the babysitter. I bet you are thinking, hey, what about whales? The biggest comes last. Oh, that trick never fails. Whales, as a